Hey everyone, welcome to another MLM shit show, and today we're actually here to talk about Color Street. IG Bestie, thank you so much for sending it on. It's only 10 minutes long, but we're also gonna take a look at their income disclosure statement just because I never spoke about them before, and I do want to talk about one other post that I've covered in my top MLM fails a while back, but I specifically wanted to include it in a Color Street themed video, so that's what we're doing today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button if you'd like to support me, and if you think you're subscribed, could you please double check for me, because YouTube has been unsubscribing people from my channel recently and it's kind of frustrating. I don't know how that even happens, but yeah. Also, if you hear some weird noises, it's my neighbor upstairs. They started singing recently as well, with playing instruments very loudly. The singing is even worse than their skills at playing the instruments. It legit sounds like, you know, when a cat is making humanly sounds, that's what it sounds like. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. These walls are very thin, which is why I'm whispering, because I don't want to offend them, but God, they're so bad. And you know, I always support people's hustle. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm great at making YouTube videos or anything, but I feel like I'm getting better over time. However, if you're like doing something for 3 years and you're not getting any better at it, I think you're most likely better off by considering trying something else, you know, because not everyone is made for everything, and that's okay. But anyways, let's just put a little disclaimer here. Let's get into this shit show. That was another long intro. Why do I rant so much? It's been a while since I recorded a video. I mean, maybe like 2 weeks. I just want to fill you guys in, even though you probably don't care. But anyways, I guess we can just watch this video first. Okay, so the video is called Quick Leader Chat, Placement with New Comp Plan. Know where you're going. So let's listen what she has to tell us.
Leaders. So I am not coming on here as a professional or anything. I am coming on here to simply help guide you all with as much as I currently know right now with the new comp plan that's coming. So what I have done is just taken any extra time I have to kind of dig in and unpack the new comp plan, because just like you all, I have placements to make, and I am trying to figure out what is going to be the best thing for my personal business as far as placements go. And what I first and foremost encourage you to do is get out the new rank maps for the new comp plan, because it is not going to be beneficial for you at all if you don't know where you're at and where you're going. So you're going to need a rank map for the rank that you feel that your team will fall when the new comp plan rolls out, and then where you are headed. So the rank that you will fall at, and then the rank that is coming up next. So that will help you with a big picture of knowing exactly where you're at and what you need. The other thing that I want to add is, with the new comp plan, the way that we are structured currently is tall and deep. So a lot of times people would just build 3 strong legs and that's it. This new compensation plan is structured for a wide team. So what I plan to do personally is build a whole level 1 of a bunch of STLs, so senior team leaders. So at that rank is when they will have placement option, and then we will get paid generation bonuses off of the STLs. So what you want to do is make sure, let's say that with the new plan, you think that you are going to fall at a director level. And just remember, during the first 6 months, they are doing relaxed requirements. So you don't need all 4 legs in the beginning. You just need 3. But once this rolls out fully in October, you will need to have all 4 legs. So what you need to focus on right now is building those 3 required legs super strong to make sure that you have what you need in place, and then start focusing on that 4th, because you have 6 months from April to do that. And if you're watching this right now, it's the beginning of February. So technically we have 8 months to build that 4th leg. So let's say that you think you're going to fall at director when the new comp plan rolls out. What you want to do is make sure that you have all of this strong. not just the bare minimum, that you have all of this very strong, ready to go. Once you get all of that strong, where you know the group volume is solid, you don't have to worry, then start focusing on that fourth leg. So if you have placements to make, this is what you need to be looking at to make those placements, because you want to make sure that you are putting them in the proper places, because if you place based upon the rank trackers we have now, you might wind up regretting that later once we transition to this plan here. So keep that in mind. And then on the flip side, we would have next the senior director. So if you are going to fall as a solid director on the plan, you want to look ahead at the senior director, and you want to see, I got papers all over my desk. You want to see exactly where you are going to need to fill in some gaps when it comes to that rank there. So I encourage you, if you have not printed these yet, print these out, because once I printed these rank maps out and I got to see exactly where my team currently falls and where we are headed, it put things into a totally new perspective, and it's going to do the same thing for you.
It puts things into my perspective as well when I watch these drawings of like a pyramid. I always think of that scene from The Office when he just drew like a pyramid on the board. I'm very late to react to this video. As you may have noticed, this was back in February. I guess they changed the comp plan, so instead of building 2 deep legs, now they're building, what, 4 legs, or depending on what level you are at. But I wanted to say, if you are a former color street rep or something like that, if you have any experiences with them, I would really appreciate if you could send me an email, because like I said, I don't know much about Color Street yet, but I do want to talk about them. Oh my god, I can't speak. I want to talk about them more in the future, and I have not done too much research before this video, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so if you have any experiences with them, please shoot me an email. I don't have to share it, it can just be anonymous between us two, but I would love to know the tea about Color Street just for the future videos that we're going to do on them. And I wanted to say something else, but I forgot, so let's just keep watching.
When I first heard about this comp plan, I literally was like so overwhelmed. My brain felt like mush, and it still does feel like mush. I don't know all the details. I'm learning right along with you all, but it helped to put things into perspective. And I'm a pen and paper person. Anybody that knows me knows that. So to be able to see things and actually write it out and look at it, that just helped me a lot. So the goal with this comp plan is to build a wide front line and have all strong STLs. So where's my tracker for STL so I can show you guys that? So here we go. A senior team leader. You need capped group volume of 10,000. And then you need, 1 senior team builder leg and 3 senior stylist legs. So you can see here, senior team builder needs 3,250 cap group volume, and then 2 senior stylists. So 700 GV, 700 GV. And then you need 4 senior stylists over here. But during the transition, you don't need one of those. So you would just need the 1 senior team builder and the 2 senior stylist legs. So that's what you want to build wide on your front line, in my personal opinion. Now, if you have a leader that's coaching you differently, please listen to them before you listen to me. But that is what I am doing. Is my goal is to make sure that the rank that my team will fall when this new comp plan rolls out, make sure that is on lock. Like everything is in place. We are strong. We're steady. We're maintaining that. Then I want to start looking ahead to the next rank to make sure that any placements I make are going where they are needed, and that I am also coaching accordingly with the legs, if that makes sense. So that's really all I have right now. I know several people on the team have reached out to me and asked about placements, because many of you have placements to make just like I do. So that's what I'm doing, is I am mapping everything out and trying to make sure that I am doing my best to build for the new compensation plan, since that is where we are headed and that is where my focus is right now. So if you haven't already, I encourage you. Color Street sent us this when the new comp plan rolled out. I have printed this and I have read through it. I'm trying to familiarize myself as best as I can with the new ranks, because all of that is new. I am trying to act as if I just joined a brand new company and I'm learning a brand new comp plan, because you guys, you cannot compare this apples to apples. This is literally like comparing apples to Tonka trucks. Like, it's totally different. You can't compare the two. They are completely different. So you have to look at it as such. You have to get the old terminology out of your mind. I mean, even when we talk about a team leader on the new plan, it's totally different than a team leader on our current plan. So you really just have to get all of the old out of your mind and focus on the new, and do, you know, what's best for you and your team. So I think that's all I had to talk about. I just wanted to make sure that I kind of covered this, because I know so many people have questions. I've had several messages about it. The other thing that you want to look at is your generation bonuses. That is something that you really want to pay attention to as a leader. And then you also want to look at the level bonuses as well. And you can find all of that on here. That is going to be the best thing for you to grasp as much as you can on this new comp plan. And also, like I said, to print the trackers out and make it a goal to build your strong leg that you need for your rank, and then start building senior team leaders across from that. And you just want a wide level 1 of senior team leaders all the way across. At least that's what my goal is. So that's what I encourage you to do, is look at how you can really maximize the comp plan. And like I said, this comp plan, as opposed to what we currently have, is really built for a wide front line with a lot of senior team leaders, because that is the rank that you want to build all of your legs to before you start building a new leg. So I hope this helped. If you have questions, please comment and let me know. I will do my best to answer. Like I said, I am learning all of this right along with you all, so I'm doing my best to kind of get my mind right and wrap my head around all of this, and it's just going to take time. We're going to have to remember that we are all learning this brand new, and that it doesn't even roll out until April, and then it doesn't go into full effect until October. So we have so much time. So much time. I know it doesn't seem like it, because everybody's overwhelmed with all of the changes and the excitement and all the things, but we have to just take a breath, stay grounded, and say, okay, I need to focus, because right now it's February 2nd when I'm doing this video. We have all of February, all of March, and then the transition starts in April. And then we have April all the way to October. And you guys know there's going to be big things that happen over the next 8 months. Like, there's going to be growth. Right now we have the enrolling specials that we need to be coaching our teams to enroll. We also need to be coaching our teams to book parties, because you guys, this new comp plan is based upon volume. Where does volume come from? Volume comes from parties, from sales. Volume comes from growth, enrollments. Where does that come from? Parties. If we are not doing parties and coaching our teams to do the same, then we are not going to benefit from this new plan. So if you are not booking parties, you are not enrolling, then you are not leading by example. We need to be the example that we want our teams to be, and we are going to need heavy volume with this new comp plan. We've got to start preparing now. We've got to build the foundation now, start partying now, start enrolling now, so that we are prepared when this new plan does roll out. So, all right. I will talk to y'all later. Let me know if you have questions, and I will talk to you soon.
Oh my god, just listening to this made me really anxious, to be honest. Like, every time they talk about parties and how much work it takes to do some things in MLMs, just get really anxious, because I can't imagine if I was in an MLM, that would be a total nightmare for me, especially those parties. And I did get a lot of comments whenever I talk about the parties, or whenever the MLM huns mention any parties. If there's any former MLM members watching the videos, they are always gonna comment like, parties were the worst part of it all. And I just can't, like, there's so much effort and so much work, and I thought they were moving away from the parties and the old ways of network marketing, but obviously Color Street just went back to it, which just doesn't make any sense to me. Even online parties are just, they're so exhausting and outdated in my own opinion. But I don't know, maybe they obviously have a reason why they're doing it. But anyways, let's just take a glance at their income disclosure statement while we're talking about about that. So the very lowest level is called a stylist, which is 49.31% of all distributors. And then the second bottom rank is BQ stylist, which is 36.95% of all distributors. More than 80% of people sit at the two bottom ranks. And let's see, why can't I speak today? They don't have a median. Stylists earn monthly on average $22 monthly, and then annually they earn $264.72. You have to do all of that to earn $22 every month. I mean, come on, that is so much work and so much effort for nothing. And then the second bottom, BQ stylists, earn on average monthly $181 or annually $1,993. But again, you're spending so much money on inventory probably. I don't know, do they have inventory loading? Again, if you have any info on Color Street, please let me know. I wasn't able to find their 2021 income disclosure statement, but if it's out, I'm going to link that down in the description box, but I presume the numbers are not gonna be too different. But also, again, the average earnings kind of bother me because they are not very accurate. That's why I said the median is not included, because averages can be misleading, because you can have people earning $300 a year, and then you can have one person that kind of jumps off, gets a little bit of success, and they're going to fix that average to look more than it actually is. And I feel like that's what happened here in 2020. You may have seen this post in one of my former top MLM fails video, but I just wanted to include it here because it just shows all the bad things about MLMs and all the bad things that MLM reps do. They are either brainwashed and they do things like this, or they know what they're doing. So this is a lady who has cancer. Her caption here says, "Kicking cancer's ass one mani at a time." And then the second photo shows her nails and what she's done. And it just made me really sad to see this, because obviously she's sick and she needed something. She's highly vulnerable, obviously, and she probably isn't recruiting or anything. I don't know, maybe she is. But it just made me sad because there had to be a person who spoke to this lady who is aware that she has cancer and she's battling it and she doesn't know what tomorrow is gonna bring. I can't even imagine. Like, I have family members going through it currently. I've lost family members in the past due to cancer, and it's a very hard topic for me to talk about, and I can't even imagine what it feels like for her to have to battle it, and it's just terrible. It sucks. It really sucks. But then there's a Color Street rep who saw this lady, contacted her, or maybe it's a family member, I don't know who recruited her, but they contacted her and they knowingly recruited her into a multi-level marketing scheme while she's fighting for her life. Why? Why? I wonder what their message to her was. Was it, "Hey girl, I love your vibe. I love how," like, what? I'm really curious what the message was. And anyone who recruited this lady is a piece of trash, in my opinion. Now, again, I know people do that if they're brainwashed. But if you're able to do that to a sick person who is fighting for their life, I feel like it has to be a little bit more than brainwashing. But I don't know. Let me know what you think about that, because this just sucks. It just sucks. That's all I have to say. I have to wrap that up here. This was a short one. I'm so sorry. I know I didn't comment too much on the video, but like I said, I don't know too much about Color Street yet, but I'm going to try to talk about them more in the future. So if you have any details, please send them on to me if you had any experiences with them. But thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button if you'd like to support me. And if you think you're subscribed, please double check for me, because like I said in the beginning of the video, unfortunately, YouTube sometimes unsubscribes people from me. So yeah, again, thank you so much for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.